He doesn't believe in it. Don't you know what happens on Halloween? Yeah, we get
candy. Welcome back to the Halloween 365 podcast.
We are the only show in town that's bringing you horror 24/7 and Halloween 365 days out of the year. Which 296 of those days are left until Halloween 2025.
Ooh, and we're counting it down every single day, every hour, every minute, in our sleep. And we hope you're counting with us because we've got a lot of impactful episodes for you this year.
That is correct. We got a ton of goodies, including today's episode where we talk about channeling ET. That's right. We're going to be diving into the world of talking to some extraterrestrials, and maybe they're short and stubby with a little weird look to them and some fingers that we don't really want to go places, or maybe they just want some sugar in the,
Maybe they just want some sugar.
Maybe they just, you gave that tall man some flowers.
Tall man some flowers.
I love that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. As you already know, this is our new year, new format. This is episode 2 of 2025. We have changed things up a little bit. You won't be hearing the hot sheets here, but you can still check the hot sheets out over on our Instagram and over on our TikTok. I think that's probably the best way to...
Instagram, TikTok,
Threads.
And it's on YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts. Oh, that's
YouTube
right.
Shorts as well. If you guys aren't already following us on TikTok, Threads, or YouTube, we have come back to those platforms full force.
Yes,
there will be snippets of the show.
Mm-hmm.
There will be, separate videos, shorts, all posted to these pages. Episodes will be on YouTube as well if you want to go back and rewatch them. Because you can watch them on Spotify if you're listening.
Yes, that is true.
If you want to play us in your living room, you can do that too.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, today, I think before we dive into the good of today's episode, we need to go back down the path. We're going to do something we haven't done in a hot minute and go over to the forums of the old Reddit.
It came from Reddit.
I love that sound. We haven't done that in a minute. If you don't know, if this is your first time listening to the episode or the show in general, we like to do a segment here called It Came From Reddit, where we dive into the weird, wacky, zany world of, Reddit, and we like to pull a story that we find either intriguing, plausible, non-plausible, and we just debate amongst ourselves. And I couldn't think of a better way to do it today than to, talk about this very odd, maybe possibly schizophrenic Reddit forum post that I came across. And get everybody's opinion on it, and see what you guys thought.
You've been reading my journal.
I may have. I may have. As you guys already know, we have been experiencing, I don't even know if I would call it an uptick in UAP activity.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I would. It's not an uptick. It's more of an invasion. Really,
I want to real quick. I want to state one thing. This time, last year, 2024, early January 2024.
Yeah.
These three motherfuckers that you are listening to currently told you that shit was about to get nuts
by the end of 2024. By the end of 2024, yeah.
And guess what? We weren't fucking wrong once again.
Yep. I think it all started to go, I don't want to say going south, but it all kind of started to come to fruition when the Miami incident took place.
Which, by the way,
told you so.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to be talking a little bit about what the cause, the purpose of these UAPs actually are. I think we cracked it wide open once again right here on the podcast. And if we have, you've heard it here first. Today's story comes from the Reddit user, The Unknown Ghost. Now, the man calls himself The Unknown Ghost, but his caption here states something completely different.
He's
And
got a better name than Queen Jelly Roll.
way better than Queen Jelly Roll. I wonder though if what was her thing? Was she was the one that was getting
It was the janitors.
the janitors,
in the
right?
closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fishbowl.
They never did pass that.
They were swinging.
The unknown ghost may not be a ghost at all. As for he says, I am an alien spy, and my people have planned to invade Earth soon. This was written 3 days ago, by the way.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there. Yes, I'm an alien spy, and my people plan to invade Earth soon. Now, I know what you might be thinking reading this. Why would any spy, even an alien, warn the very society they're planning to invade of what is coming? Well, the answer is simple. There is nothing humanity can do to stop us. So this is where the schizophrenia kind of kicks in.
Okay.
I think. I am part of a very advanced alien race. You've never heard of us, nor will you find any traces of our existence in any of your history books, lore, or even a conspiracy theory. We do not make open contact with the world we plan to invade, and we do not communicate with less advanced worlds. We have a very specific strategy set up for each world that we do invade, and thus far, hundreds of worlds have fallen victim to our empire. Boys, so far, what's your thoughts?
I'm nutty and squirrel shit.
I'm intrigued. Continue.
I'm intrigued as well. We are a very old species, and we are highly advanced. Now, that's beside the point. What I'm about to tell you is not to warn humanity of what is coming, so humanity can prepare to fight off the invasion. I'm glad he mentioned that, because I was about to say, there is nothing humanity can... He keeps repeating this. There's nothing humanity can do to stop us. Our fleets are already heading towards Earth as we speak, and some may already be there as we speak. This alien has horrible grammar, by the way.
Well, he just fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Our technology is far superior to the human technology by more than 3 million years. It's a very specific number, don't you think? Anyway, we've known about humanity for almost 2,000 Earth years. We've been watching you, studying you, and manipulating humanity all this time. We have kept you divided in every way possible to make sure that your species' advancements are slow, to make sure that your world doesn't unite and the people will fight amongst themselves over the most silly and ridiculous things. And we've been very successful at it. Our spies...
This alien a Republican.
Our spies have infiltrated every part of your society, from the highest echelons of power, your military, your economic system, right down to the men and women on the street. I haven't met one of these yet. And there is no way you can tell who we are. We don't look like you at all, but I will tell you soon what we really look like. But we have the technology to transfer our consciousness into the human brain, even though the human brain is less evolved than ours, which limits how much of our consciousness, this explains his bad grammar, consciousness that we can transfer. But this is why our bodies remain in a stasis unit, with most of our memories kept intact for when the consciousness will be transferred back to our bodies after said invasion.
Is this like Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
That's what it kind of sounds like a cocoon kind of thing.
Yeah.
There is no single military secret agency or government on this planet that our spies have not infiltrated. We are everywhere. We are basically in control of the entire world. You think that
you gotta find the pods?
we got to find the pods. Just destroy the pods, then the problem will be solved. Correct? Right? Like that's how this works.
Yeah, you kill the queen, you kill them all.
Now you're probably wondering how we transfer our consciousness into the human body without anyone knowing. This is very easy. We have ships and stations in our solar system. We abduct humans and we choose very carefully. We take them onto the ships and we go through a procedure. The human we choose is technically dead in every way, as the consciousness has been erased. We do keep some of the memories so that the agent can be blending in sometimes to society. What do you think about that?
You're a lizard, Harry.
It's this is, like I said, this is very odd. This is probably the weirdest Reddit post And I hope this guy's being satirical, but
I think the more interesting part of this Reddit post is probably the fucking comments that are.
Oh, I haven't checked those yet. We should probably get to that after I finish this. Actually, I do want to see what some people are saying. We have over 10,000 of our ships in our invading fleet that is approaching Earth as we speak. Each ship carries 1,000 fighters and 100,000 of our people. That seems okay. I guess that makes sense. This will
use ground forces.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. I mean, they're so technologically advanced. Why do they need fighters?
Why would you put boots to the ground? That makes no sense.
I don't know. This will not be a battle. It will be a slaughter. He's promising it. Now you may be wondering why we already have our ships here, but our fleet is taking. Oh, why we don't have our ships here? Our fleet is taking longer to arrive. Our smaller ships are faster than our invading ships due to the size differences. But
they're 3 million years ahead.
I don't understand. I don't know.
The James Webb Telescope's already spotted you.
Yeah, right. But
it's already spotted you.
We also need to terraform your Earth to create the perfect conditions for us to thrive in. Your population and the global climate change has created the perfect conditions for us to thrive. That doesn't make any sense. So they need to terraform it, but yet they're saying that our global climate change has already created the perfect conditions. I'm a little confused.
It's it's
like I'm a little confused. Is it perfect or is it not, Guy? You gotta.
I was gonna say it's like the opposite of the faculty.
Yeah.
So
this one wasn't one of the. He's not one of the smarter of his race. He's just
well, he did say that when they transfer the consciousness that they have to kind of keep something. They got to blend in,
Got it. I wonder whose body he's taking.
I don't know.
The Invader Zim.
He's
Bush
probably
Senior. Is that the body that he's in? George Bush.
Maybe.
See his old ass sitting in front of Reddit right now, typing this up.
The reason I'm telling you this now is because our fleet is arriving very soon. I am not telling you this so you can prepare to defend yourself. Again, he keeps repeating that. As you know, as we know your technology, we know that the humanity is not capable of this. And there's absolutely nothing you can do as a species. Maybe is he trying to be like malicious towards us, like as readers, just to hammer it in?
If he's real, it sounds like a reverse psychology tactic.
Yeah,
like they know that we've got some stuff that could work against them, but they're telling us over and over that it won't.
Yeah,
work.
like he's the guy that keeps saying, "I know where you live," but never shows up. Yeah. But I want you to take this time to make the most out of your time as a species. Make peace with those you care about, as once we take Earth, you will not even be able to talk to them or hug them. Once we implant the chips inside of you, where is that coming? Why do they? What? Like, why the chips?
That's a little biblical,
right? Implant the chips inside of you. You'll most likely be separated.
Definitely a Republican.
You'll most likely be separated and moved to camps, depending on your age and your physical skill set. He stops there, which is kind of weird. It's a weird place to end it. The comments are 2 questions. Are you coming for gold-plated gun? Are you coming with gold-plated guns? And are you a gay? I don't understand.
Are you a gay?
I'm reading the comments here, people. I don't know. These. This is my favorite. LOL. Advanced species, but cannot write a letter like more than a 3rd grader. No offense to 3rd graders, that is. This person didn't really do that either. So they didn't even capitalize anything. So let's see what else we got here. Captain Kirk and the rest of the Enterprise crew would like to have a word. That's pretty good. Every agency you ever heard of, except the DD. What the fuck's the DD? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. The other comment is just LOL, LOL, skull face emoji, LOL, LOL, dead laughing.
Captain Kirk was not gay. He was British.
Seth Rogen.
Would you like some beans on your toast?
This reads like a credible alien warning, and less like a credible alien warning, and more like a fever dream of someone who's watched Independence Day one time too many, while ignoring the sequels. That is, if this is the caliber of alien intelligence we're up against, I think Earth is going to be just fine. It says. These are just some of the comments.
It sounds more like Mars Attack.
I was thinking that too.
I'll let the Russians handle it.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, boys, thoughts on this oddly written Reddit forum.
I'm gonna let you guys call bullshit, and then I'm gonna say plausible just in case it happens, and that way I can be correct.
He wants to be. I told you so. Getting fucking chips
I
planted in
told
his
you,
ass.
motherfucker.
I told you. Human Ghost was right.
Yeah.
Do I think that there are interdimensional or outer space like beings? God, I hear one in my house right now.
I guess the funniest thing about this is, what if it's true?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going plausible, baby.
How funny would it be?
That's what I'm saying. That I think there are things that are coming, or the things that are already here. Do I think that it's this crackpot? No, he's fucking nuttier than a shithouse rat. I'm gonna call him Guano because he's batshit crazy.
He is batshit crazy. I kind of hope he posts some more in the future, man.
What if he's what was the name of the alien that came down and supposedly talked to the U.S. government? Valiant Thor. Valiant Thor, yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, this is him.
I mean, I'm
He's
not
back.
I'm not gonna give him any.
They came from Venus, supposedly.
Like, damn, buddy, you've been watching us this long, and you even came down in contact in the '60s, but you still can't write a fucking
I
letter.
love this. He actually updated. No shit, he updated this post 2 days ago.
Uh-oh.
It says, we're beginning the final countdown. I'm not going to read it because this is like crazy long and it would take up the entire episode. But what the fuck? Like, I almost want to include this link. He's in the top 6 of this Reddit forum. 6%. Top 6%.
Has he updated
Bro.
any sooner than the past 2 days?
No, last 2 days. Actually, let me double check. I'm sorry. This one took me down a rabbit hole.
This is good.
This took me down a rabbit hole. He did get some things removed. It looks like two of his comments were removed in the last couple of days from some.
Did he use alien profanity?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Fuck you guys.
Well, you guys, I don't want to do it. Here's what's really wild about this. He's been at this for a while. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm scrolling down, and this goes back, like, he's got, like, hundreds of these posts. That's schizophrenia, man. Tisk.
He updated, Jeremy. He's keeping it going. He's sticking to his guns.
Yeah, no. I heard. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, yeah, of course, if you're going to be doing this, you better stick to your goddamn guns because this is.
Okay, well,
Yep.
boys, my vote's plausible.
No.
You know what? I'm going to go with Beard on this one because I want to be in the camp that doesn't. Well, I mean, we're probably all fucked. But just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, another exciting edition of. Good Lord. What is wrong with this world?
A lot.
You're gonna have to get me out of here. We gotta.
I'm pulling you out.
We gotta talk.
So today's topic. Today's topic is channeling ETs. Now, before we jump into this, I want to say that if you are curious and questioning our first 2 lineup of episodes, we are delving into slowly the scarier parts and episodes. So, going through January and things like that, and February, and slowly dipping our way into the good. We don't want to blow our load the first little bit. Come on. Yeah. We don't want to blow our load the first couple of episodes.
We're no 2-stroke chumps, okay? That's not what this is. That's not what this is.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We're long riders here. So this episode is channeling ETs. Now, I don't know how many of the listeners, the viewers, have seen anything about people that supposedly claim to be able to channel ETs. I don't know how many of, if Chad or Jeremy have seen many people that.
I have a coworker that claims that he's done it.
Okay. I mean,
I can't say. I don't know.
To a more scientific extent on this matter, Dr. Stephen Greer, he's very famous at this point, with all the orbs and ETs and stuff. So Dr. Stephen Greer claims that you can summon said ships to appear in the night sky.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say anything about channeling. obviously. But
Yeah.
so essentially, what I'm talking about is the fact that there are several individuals who claim to channel extraterrestrial beings, often receiving messages about human evolution, the future of the planet, or cosmic knowledge. These individuals typically report communicating with non-human entities, such as extraterrestrial or interdimensional beings, or spiritual gods, through telepathy and meditation, or past life regression, and other means. Below, I'm going to describe a few of the most prolific ET channelers out there and kind of what they claim. And there's one that is more popular currently than the rest, and then I'm going to dive a little bit into his stuff. But so, if at any point you boys want to comment, please feel free to do so.
Word. That's my comment. Word.
Word. Okay.
Down.
First on our list is a man by the name of Jeremy's going to love this one, George Van Tassel.
Ooh.
Uh,
Where's Katrina?
She's dead. George Van Tassel was a prominent figure in the UFO movement in the past and claimed to have been in contact with extraterrestrials, particularly through a method called transcommunication or channeling. He believed in the existence of highly advanced beings from other worlds and claimed to have been in communication with them. Mr. Van Tassel's findings, aka his proof, is that his channelings included messages about peace, spirituality, and the importance and understanding of higher dimensions, and that they are in abundance and all around us, and that you can constantly shift. He also claimed that extraterrestrials were concerned with the environmental and spiritual state of Earth and how we have only descended spiritually.
I don't know, man. This is starting to sound like our buddy.
His messages contributed to the formation of the integration, a structural, a structure.
Stab assertion. Sorry, go ahead.
A structure he built in California that was meant to be a center for rejuvenation and spiritual awakening. So, apparently, the integration or Integratron, maybe that's it. Not integration.
Integration.
Integratron. Chad, look this up.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a structure.
What you got, Jamie?
A structure that he built.
Tegratron?
Integratron.
Is it in Joshua Tree?
Yeah.
It's real. Okay. It's a historical landmark.
It's supposed to be a place where you go for a spiritual awakening or spiritual rejuvenation.
Oh, that explains a lot. I know some people that have dabbled. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, I know somebody that we got that lives kind of close to that area that I think we might need to send out there.
Oh,
I've been through Joshua Tree several times, but I've never passed this. But I've had some.
Isn't this where old crazy fucker that played
jumped
the
off the cliff?
Joker?
Or
no?
Jared Leto. Yeah, I think Jared Leto
went and hid during COVID.
I think so. I know a few people who typically go out to Joshua Tree to do some very interesting things with shrooms and other stuff, but
spiritual enlightenment.
Huh? You know them.
Giant.
Yeah, they go for a spiritual enlightenment.
Yeah. It's a giant dome, is what this structure is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's weird. Well, that was Mr. Van Tassel.
Fantastic. I love that. I need to.
Odd.
So it's very odd. It's very odd.
The next channeler, their name is Rael, Rael. Rael?
Rael?
I'm not sure.
Rael?
Something. They're French.
I don't know, Lloyd.
What's crazy about this is that they are a French former race car driver.
Oh.
Prolific. Bobby, holy shit.
Prolific in 1973 racing. Very. Odd.
Just say you love crepes. Just say you love little
Yeah.
pancakes.
Really thin pancakes.
Really thin pancakes.
Yeah, the fruit and the whipped cream.
They're actually not that bad.
I had a whole mess of crepes this morning. Okay, sorry. So this man, as I said, French-born race car driver, claims to have been contacted by an extraterrestrial race called the Elohim in 1973. He believes these beings created humanity through genetic engineering and that they are interested in humanity's spiritual and technological evolution. Rail's teachings focus on peace, love, scientific progression, as well as humanity's potential to join the Elohim in a intergalactic society once we ascend spiritually. He has predicted that the Elohim will return in the future and that humans will eventually be able to travel to other planets through the will of the Elohim.
Word. Let's do that.
Hey, I can get behind this.
Okay. Next up
I'm
is
smelling what they're stepping in, son. Hell yeah.
Jeremy's ready to go find him an alien.
Yeah, homeboy fucked an alien once. That's me.
Yeah, they're referencing Jeremy when they say that. Next up is Barbara Marcinak, I guess is how you would say it. She has channeled a group of aliens called the Pleiadians.
The Palladians?
Yes, yeah,
Pleiadians.
Pleiadians. Yes, there we go.
I've heard this.
Okay, so
I don't
Barbara.
know where, but I've heard this.
Barbara channels a group of extraterrestrial beings known as the Pleiadians, who are said to be from the Pleiades star cluster. She first began channeling them in the 1980s. Barbara's messages from the Pleiadians emphasize humanity's potential for spiritual transformation. She speaks of Earth's shift into a higher state of consciousness, the role of humans in the process. The Pleiadians warn of environmental destruction, social manipulation by other races of aliens, the need for humanity to reclaim its spiritual and physical sovereignty. Barbara's books that you can pick up to learn more about her teachings is called Bringers of the Dawn, and it focuses on spiritual awakening and the need to break free from the societal control that you've all been born into.
So I'm going to go ahead and say this real quick before it slips my mind. All of these have one thing in common. Have you guys not picked that up yet?
Yeah, spiritual
about
awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it all
And they're
comes
all
down
on the
to
same
end of the
page,
day.
too.
Yeah, so it all comes back down to at the end of the day, kind of what we talked about in our previous episode. Go listen now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already. With your soul.
Yeah,
And
which
so, yeah.
the Monroe Institute talked about contacting and coming across interdimensional beings as well. This was kind of my reason in jumping into the channeling the ETs part. I figured that it paired well with the findings of the Monroe Institute, and also there were so many people that claimed to be able to channel ETs that I wanted to see what the similarities were, because you kind of wade through the bullshit and try to figure out what's consistent amongst them, and that's usually your grain of truth, but just throwing that out there. Thoughts, Chad?
I don't know, man. Like, it's just weird. This it aligns like perfectly with Monroe Institute in a lot of ways.
It does.
It kind of makes me go back and question if these entities that they were seeing in the Monroe Institute are just extraterrestrials to begin with.
Well, a lot of these people that channel ETs, it's not just interplanetary. They're saying interdimensional.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah,
that they're energy forms that's able to traverse different dimensions and speak to people that way. So, very possible that was who the Monroe Institute came across.
Yeah.
Up next is Billy Meyer. He also has been in contact with the what'd you call him, Chad?
The
Pleiadians.
Pleiadians.
Yeah, Pleiadians.
They do a lot of Pilates.
Okay, they do a lot of Pilates. Okay,
they fit, son.
they
They
fit
fit as fuck. Yeah, I love that.
Okay, so Billy Meyer, a Swiss man, he likes the cheese, claims to have been in contact with ETs from the once again the
Palladian. Palladian.
Palladian
The-
star
The
system.
Palladian sector.
Yeah, he began. God. He began his
Some
experiences in
coneheads.
1942. What is the? Oh
It's
yeah,
a
it is the
coneheads,
They're
man.
coneheads, yeah.
Yeah, when they get scared.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
you,
fuck.
you think that that's what the Palladians look like? Is the conehead?
For some reason, that's what pops in my head
Yeah.
every time I'm hearing it.
Hey, isn't that how they like show emotion and have sex and stuff? They rub their cones together.
I don't.
They-
Yeah, probably. They're like cats. They're just fucking.
Yeah, they are like cats.
Explains a
Corked
lot.
penises and all. Oh wait, that's geese, isn't it?
Oh God.
Spiked barbed
Woo!
penises and all.
Ooh.
Um.
Now that's a man. That's what they're saying.
Okay, Billy Meyer.
I keep thinking you're going to
Swiss
say Billy
man.
Mays, man. Every time it takes me.
Billy
off.
Mays. Bam. He began his contact experiences in 1942. Okay, so this guy goes back, and has reported ongoing communication. So he was doing this before Barb, with the Palladians.
Yeah, Barb.
Meyer's messages that he received from the Palladians focus on. Here we go, Jeremy. Similarities: preservation of Earth, warning about humanity's destructive tendencies, the need for spiritual development and involvement. He has made controversial claims about time travel, extratestical technology, extraterrestrial
Say
technology.
extra-testicle.
You got a third one down there, do you?
And the role of the Palladians in guiding humanity further into the spiritual realm. Meyer also published a large collection of photographs and films purporting to show UFOs. And you can look those up, Billy Meyer and his UFO photographs. They have been widely criticized for years as hoaxes, but now that we are in 2025 and we have seen the goddamn aliens floating around and they're just out here still, once again, just floating up above your towns, not the drones. I'm not talking about the red and green lights. I'm talking about the fucking orbs that the drones are swarming. Maybe Billy's not so fucking crazy at this point. Moving on, Seth. Jane Roberts. Jane Roberts, a prolific author, channeled a personality known as Seth starting in the 1960s. Said Seth is supposed to be a non-physical entity who provides wisdom about the nature of reality, consciousness, and the universe. It's not that Seth is an ET. He is just a non-physical, interdimensional being. Seth's teachings are focused specifically on the incoming extraterrestrials, they're not focused specifically on extraterrestrials, but rather on metaphysical concepts like nature of the soul, reincarnation, and how we are all going to be going through it or choosing to do so, the infinite possibilities of reality with manifestation, while he also includes ideas that may resonate with those interested in otherworldly dimensions and consciousness. His work also may have inspired several of the curiosities by Robert Monroe.
Oh, full circle, baby. Full circle.
Mm.
Love
Oh, yeah.
that.
This next one is one that I pay close attention to, this man. Don't know what to make of him. I don't pay close attention to him because he's telling the truth, but more because he intrigues me and a lot of things kind of line up.
It's the Costco guys.
It's the
Alex
Costco
Jones.
guys.
It's the Costco guys.
Oh,
What's their big hot pocket that they tote around all the time? What's that giant fucking hot pocket?
Did you call it a hot pocket?
That's what
Isn't
looks
it?
like. The giant goddamn-
It's like a baked fucking chicken, isn't it, or something?
Look at my baked chicken roll, a hot pocket.
That big ass hot pocket they're toting around.
Fucking dumbasses running
My
around holding the hot
God.
pocket, getting millions of followers. Sorry, boys, I don't know what to make.
I have
of
no
it.
idea what the fuck
Oh,
y'all
Jesus,
are talking
just-
about.
You don't know about the
Avoid
father
it.
and son that are
Avoid
famous
it.
because they're toting
Just
around hot pockets.
Avoid
from
it. They're a
Costco.
psyop. Avoid them. they're
They
doing
are.
a
They're
psyop.
trying to
People that were on
distract you.
AEW, the boom.
Yeah, it's those guys.
Is that
Yes,
them?
yes,
Avoid
yes,
them.
yes.
They're
Oh.
a psyop.
Yeah, no, sorry guys. It's cool you got famous, but I mean, God, you're annoying.
I mean, ride the wave, boys.
Ride the
Milk it
wave.
for all it's
Ride the
worth.
wave.
Milk it for all it's worth. We'll do the same if we ever.
That's ride the wave, man.
This next one is a man by the name of Daryl Anka. He channels
Derlanka. Is that what you said?
Daryl.
Yeah,
First name Daryl.
Daryl.
Last name Anka.
Derlanka. It's what it sounds like.
Yeah, so if you abbreviated his name, how's it? You're saying thank you. What language? Donka.
I don't know what
Is that
that is.
Jonathan?
I'm not sure.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry. Go on.
He channels a interdimensional being named Bashar.
Bagheera.
Bashar is an extraterrestrial entity from a future Earth that is talking to us interdimensionally, not time traveling, but interdimensionally, since time is linear and all the dimensions are stacked like radio stations.
Okay.
This is the claim that he's making.
Which,
So Bashar talks to him from a future Earth that is in another dimension. So it's not the same dimension of the Earth that we are currently on.
well, that aligns with the frequencies theory.
Exactly. Bashar claims that him and his people actually are the product of human and gray alien mixed DNA, through which he states that the alien grays are humans from a distant future that have mutated due to destroying their own Earth with nuclear technology. And by doing so, they had to develop technology and live underground, and it mutated the way that they looked. It also affected the Greys' ability to reproduce. So instead of being able to reproduce, they traveled interdimensionally to our current Earth, abduct people, and take a sample of their DNA and mix it with the sample of their DNA.
They're just mixologists.
And have born Bashar's people,
Sort of makes a lot.
which are supposed to be a mixture of us and Greys. So, Daryl Anka channels Bashar, and Bashar's teachings are focused on us making sure that we are part of a collective consciousness and sharing. He also shares advanced spiritual and scientific knowledge. Bashar's teachings also focus on the power of the mind, out-of-body experiences, traversing interdimensional states and worlds, and your frequency helping you shift and helping you manifest as you go through life. The concept of parallel realities. He emphasizes the importance of one's passions as a means of aligning with higher states of being and achieving personal transformation, so that things are happening in your life as they are supposed to and working in your favor at all times. Bashar also speaks about extraterrestrial civilizations and humanity's potential to interact with them in a very soon future.
Yeah, it's called 2025.
Yeah. Specifically, Daryl Anka has said that Bashar says that within the next 3 to 5 years, this channel prediction was done at the beginning of 2024. The next 3 to 5 years, that full disclosure of aliens will happen, but they won't. This is crazy too, because this was something that happened at the beginning of 2024. He said that they won't just land, that you will start seeing ships and orbs sitting off of the coast and hovering to make sure that you know that they are there, and that they will just stay there, disappear and reappear back into the same positions, never letting you get too close, but allowing you to view them from afar and get used to the fact that they are there before they actually show themselves.
Sounds really similar to what's going on right now.
I was gonna say
Right now.
either this dude works for the government and is telling us this because it's a Project Bluebeam, or if this is real, then holy shit, we're about to see some crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Last one I'm going to read is Terry and Rachel. And they summon the Arcturians.
I've heard of this.
So Terry and it might be Rochelle. Terry and Rochelle, through a form of channeling, claim to communicate with beings known as the Arcturians from the Arcturian star system. These beings are described as a highly advanced and spiritually enlightened group. The Arcturians speak of the need for humanity to raise its spiritual frequency and move toward a more harmonious, sustainable frequency of Earth and existence. They also talk about the ascension of humanity's eventual integration into a galactic federation, which will include several species of alien once we are able to spiritually ascend. The Arcturians are said to offer help in terms of healing, spiritual growth, and understanding of all the universal laws which we will be given once we join the Galactic Federation.
It's like some Fifth Element
Change
shit.
your frequency. Change the world. Or whatever
Now-
Five Gum says.
To sum it up,
Did you say 5 gum?
I don't know.
How it feels to chew 5
how
gum.
it feels to chew 5 gum. That should have been. They probably hand those
Yeah.
sticks out whenever you go to the Monroe Institute.
I fucking wouldn't doubt it.
Fucking,
Almost
when
the green
the commercials where they used to dive in the big colorful beads.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
That
what
is
it's
the
like.
Monroe Institute.
What it is because it goes back to Dark Skies, the Alien movie, and when the kid's having a seizure on the floor after he has an alien encounter, that's how it feels.
Yeah,
to chew 5
no,
gum.
Oh my god!
It
Can you
is.
imagine that commercial?
It is. Man.
Okay.
But no, this does bring when you were talking about the Greys and stuff like that, and it did make me think of Dark Skies. I know I bring this movie up almost every time we talk about
good movie.
aliens.
It's a
And
great movie. Yeah.
Reason why, people, is because if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it, because I feel like it was shot down a lot, because I think it's probably the closest bit of information that is real through cinema that was introduced to us. And I could be wrong.
I
could be wrong
personally
about
think
but
that we've been getting little bits of truth through alien films and through cinema for years, just so that whenever it happens, like now, it worked. If they've been slowly feeding us tiny bits of it through movies for years, and now the aliens have actually shown up, and we're all just kind of like, huh, look at that. Nobody's freaking out.
A little bit of truth in every lie.
Exactly. It just kind
That's-
of prepared
yeah.
you.
That's the best way to look at it.
So these channelers, to sum all this up, the individuals and their channeled messages vary greatly in the specifics of their findings, like the details. But, as Jeremy pointed out, there are common themes, and it includes warnings about humanity's destructive behavior and that we should change it. A spiritual awakening needs to be done amongst all humanity, if not individually, so that you can ascend to a higher spiritual earth. The importance of peace and humanity's eventual integration into a larger galactic community with other extraterrestrial or interdimensional beings. So all of these people that are channeling have all spoke on the fact that once we are able to spiritually be on the level that they accept, that we will be integrated into a society where, best way that I can picture it in my head is the airport for Men in Black, where all the aliens are walking around and having their bags checked and shit, and they're walking with the humans and stuff. It's the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I think about that.
Yeah. Jobs at the post office. Why do you think you feel so comfortable?
that and
Boom.
that, and I feel like after you reading all this, it lets me know that galactically, throughout all space and time, we are the dumbest people who are just set
So
on destroying our own planet.
that's that's what I kind of, and I'll just briefly do this because we're up on time.
Yeah.
I wanted to dive a little bit further into the Bashar thing because that's the one I've paid the most attention to. Not that he's more accurate or anything; it's just the one I've dug deeper into. Speaking on what you just said, Jerm, he has open forums all the time where he supposedly channels Bashar and lets people ask any question they want to this supposed interdimensional alien. And one of the questions that was asked was, what you just said, are we just the dumbest race? And he said that it's not the case, that we are spiritual beings that chose to come here and to think of us as a master graduating class. Because he said if you want to call it reincarnation, that your soul chooses to come here, which would be considered the hardest planet or plane to be on because of all of the uncertainties and back and forths and the free wills that everybody has, that we might feel like that we are not scientifically smart compared to other beings, but that we are spiritually more mature and smart than all of them because they chose to not come live on Earth whenever they were reincarnated.
Interesting.
Definitely some food for thought right there.
Where's my motherfucking diploma then? If I'm master class, that's what I need. Oh Lord.
Yeah, he claims that we're being observed, the Earth's being observed until they find the time to come, and that
Okay.
And the time is nigh.
The time is nigh. A fortnight.
Fortnite. Well, I don't know, people. Make up the decision for yourself. What do you think? Leave us a comment. Leave us your thoughts on the whole nine. It's a lot to unpack. This is almost an unintentional two-parter in a lot of ways to our.
We'll have to come back to this at some point in the future.
This is a very odd topic. I don't know. Let us know. Just let us know.
All speculation.
All speculation. If you haven't already, go ahead. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on X. I keep wanting to say Twitter. Follow us on Threads. Follow us over on TikTok now. YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're back on YouTube. Yeah. We took a little bit
and
of a break.
And on those pages, you can find our link tree where you can find our shop.
That's right. That is correct. Buy a nice T-shirt, pair of panties. Whatever. I don't know what we have on there anymore. We did have Did we have a thong? We had a thong, right?
Yeah, we had a thong.
I was joking, kind of, but I think we really did have a thong at one point.
And it said this cat's possessed on it, and it had cats standing around a pentagram.
That's what it was. Anyway, tune back here next week, same time, same place. Keep it spooky out there. Kind, folks.